All right. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're back with another one. Fight Night with Lou and Chris. We here. I'm your host, Triple C, and my man Lou. What's going on? How you doing tonight?
Amai, how you feeling, man?
I'm all right, kick back, relax. I'm here to talk some boxing. It's my day off. Let's do it.
Right, let's get it.
So let's get it. So today, for the people, we was gonna do something different. A little give thanks, give props, give respect where respect is due, and that's to the lightweight division. The lightweight division has sparked boxing back to what it is. The young guys is putting on the Four Horsemen. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Got a lot
about
of
it,
talent
man.
at lightweight, man.
Yeah, the lightweight division,
Right.
135. We can eat all the way even to 130, 126, whatever. But
Now
the
we're gonna keep it
lightweights,
at
we're here.
135, 130.
Yeah, the lightweights, man. The
Right,
lightweights.
right.
So let's get right into it, man. Since the lightweights are sparking the change of boxing, who do you think is the most influential lightweight right now?
Devin Haney.
Devin Haney? All right, cool. Why do you think Devin Haney is the most influential lightweight boxer that we got right now?
Because he's putting it on the map, man. Ain't nobody beating him. I mean, a lot of fighters are scared to go against him. You feel me? He's putting on. He's putting on. He's a brilliant fighter.
Okay.
He's a boxer. He ain't
All
no
right.
brawler. He's a boxer, man. You feel me? And that's what people fear. They fear the boxer.
Okay. Well, I got for the most influential boxer, I got Ryan Garcia.
Okay.
Ryan Garcia got a big presence. I know we live in a day of social media and all that, and that's what's selling. And Ryan Garcia put fans in the seats. But I also got Tank Davis up there as one of the influencers out there. Because
Okay.
every time he catches a knockout, it's always going viral. So that always puts a lot of eyes on the division, always puts a
Right.
lot of eyes on the sport. And
Uh-huh.
Tank is another sellout fighter. So
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia,
I agree with you on that.
Tank, Haney too. Haney got a bunch of videos on YouTube that's racking up views and views and views, and he's represented for the sport in the right way. He wants to fight all the top guys, just like the
Mhm.
rest of them, and they making boxing what it is. They want all the smoke and they want it now. They're not trying to wait. So the division is really hot.
I agree with you. I agree
Hold
with
on, I'm
you.
gonna pull up a little picture, see who we talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Loma, Teofimo, Devin Haney, Tank, Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so out of the guys up here, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be no shocker to the fans. But who's your favorite lightweight
My
in the
favorite
lightweight
lightweight again,
division?
Devin Haney, man.
Devin Haney, Devin the
Right,
Dream Haney. All
right,
right.
right.
Okay, but what about Devin Haney sticks out so much that you feel like he's your favorite fighter, like he's the most influential
Again, he's
fighter?
the boxer, and they fear the boxer, man. Right.
Okay, they fit a boxer.
Yeah, of course they fear the boxer, man. You can't touch him. Defense is A1.
Okay.
You feel me? He remind me of Pretty Boy Floyd.
That's because
Back
he
in those
trains out
times.
of the same gym. He trains out of the same gym, but I don't think Devin Haney's all that, man. I think he's good,
All right,
but
but why?
I don't think he's elite because he hasn't been tested yet. He hasn't fought no real competition.
All
He
right,
has
but there's
never
a
really
reason.
won. Yeah, he has never won the belt. It's just because it's not his time yet. And I feel out of all the lightweights, um, I feel him and Loma is at the bottom. It's like Devin, Loma, then like Ryan, Teofimo, Tank.
I can't agree with you on that, man.
Yeah, man. And I just have to be real because my favorite lightweight, of course, everybody in the world know who I got.
Uh-huh.
I got Lomachenko as my favorite lightweight.
All right, all right.
But just because he just
But why?
possesses
Why?
he possesses all the skills. You talk about defense, like Loma has crazy defense. He fights at angles.
Nah, you seen his last fight.
He
That
the last
defense
fight
was
was
off.
was different.
All
His
he could do
last
was move left and right. To
he
be honest, he's good on his feet.
his last fight, his defense was great. Like
Nah,
he didn't get knocked
not
out.
at
He didn't
all.
get
Not
put
at
down.
all. He was getting touched.
It's cool, but
You see, that defense is not good.
the rounds that he actually fought, like he won. So like Teofimo was getting touched up too.
Yeah, but
Teofimo took the
yeah,
most
of
shots
course.
he's ever took in any fight in those 5 rounds
All
that
right,
he's
but put
ever
my
took
boy
in any
Devin in
fight.
that ring. Is he
Devin,
getting touched up?
If you, yeah,
Nah,
listen.
not at all,
If you
man.
put
Because he's a
if you put
defense fighter.
Devin Haney in the ring with Lomachenko, I think that's a 50-50 fight. I give you that. If you put Devin Haney in the ring with Tiafimo was beating him.
Not
You
at all.
put
That fight coming
yeah,
up, but that's not happening. I
you
don't.
put Devin Haney in the ring with Tank Davis. Tank Davis is knocking him out. You put Devin Haney in the ring with
If
Ryan
Tank could touch him,
Garcia. You put Devin Haney in the ring with Ryan Garcia. That's 50-50. Like
they fought in the amateurs already. You seen what happened?
that's why I say that's a 50-50 fight. Like I don't know who I say has the upper hand, but I'm leaning towards if it is a Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight, for example, which is gonna happen one day in the future. I got Ryan Garcia just off the fact that like I know
He
Ryan
was
has more
wild.
power than Devin Haney. As soon as Ryan cracks him with one of those shots, he's gonna put him down, bro.
As soon as Devin Haney gets that manpower, he
But
was
how long do
crazy.
we have to wait for that? What if his next fight he still hasn't developed that manpower?
He still won though. You feel me? I'm
Then
saying he
what?
won before he even fought. You
Nah,
feel
don't get
me?
it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Devin Haney, I feel he's a decent boxer. He's a good fighter, but I just don't think he's elite just yet. Like I don't think he's elite. And out of all the lightweights, I don't think none of them is elite except for Tank and Loma. Even though Loma lost his last fight, so what? I still think he's elite because he's proven that he's been elite. And we should have just discredited him for one loss. And Tank's never lost.
Definitely not.
And
Right.
Tank is elite. So I feel Tank and Loma out of all the lightweights are elite. I'll even throw Teofimo Lopez up there just based off respect because
Yo, Tank ain't
he is
really
the
fight
champ.
anybody neither though. You feel me? All he has is knockout power.
I mean, it's 95%.
That's all
It's
Tank
not.
got,
It's
man.
90. No. Tank can box. Tank can box, and Tank kind of
Yeah,
has
he could
like
fight. He could fight.
That's what I'm saying. He could fight. He could box, but he kind of had like Ryan Garcia said it best in his press conference that none of his opponents brought it out of him yet. Like like who has like Tank hasn't displayed everything that he can do yet or his full ability because like he's knocking everybody out within a couple rounds, and that's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? But Tank can fight. Tank can box. I
But
think
he be getting touched up too.
I think Tank is the best lightweight in the entire
You was
division.
wildin'.
From
You was
130
wildin'.
to 135,
You was wildin'.
I don't see none of them beating Tank. The only 50-50 fight I see Tank having is against Teofimo Lopez. Because I think Tank is the best lightweight, and then Teofimo Lopez, I think, is the second best lightweight. And Teofimo's talking about he gonna stick around for 2 more fights.
I agree with you on a second.
So
Right, I agree with you on a second.
Teofimo's gonna stick around for 2 more fights. He said for 2 more fights at
Yeah, nah, that
135
was my
before he
boy
move up.
Theo until he started fronting. You feel me?
Nah, but
Running away
that's what I'm
from
saying.
fights.
Nah,
But he talking about he fighting Devin now. So
he
let's
said he
see.
gonna move up. He said before he move up, he got 2 more fights at 135. He got two
Yeah,
more
if they
fights
don't
at
fight
135.
OT, he fighting Devin.
So yeah, like you put me on. He put the contract out there, so Devin Haney got to accept it or keep it pushing. But I really want to see that fight next because I don't want to see Teofimo fight his mandatory. I just feel like the second any one of these 4 guys get in the ring with each other, the next 2 are gonna get in the ring right after it. You feel me? If it's Devin and Teofimo first, it's gonna be Ryan Garcia Tank next, or vice versa. Or it doesn't matter who it is, or if it's Teofimo Ryan, like it's gonna be Devin Tank next. Like you feel me? Like those any 2 of those 4 guys gotta fight
It's a good
first.
fight. It's a good fight.
They gotta fight first.
Any way you put it.
Yeah. Any way you put it, it's all gonna be great fights. But I think the only realistic fight is gonna be Teofimo versus Devin Haney.
I'm down for that to happen, man.
Because
I can't wait.
like I
I'll be
said,
jumping off my seat, nigga. What?
even though I think Ryan Garcia is good, I also don't feel he's elite yet. I feel his handlers, as far as Golden Boy and his team Canelo, they also probably don't feel he's elite yet. So I don't think he's fighting Tank next. No matter how much he's huffing and puffing that he wants Tank. Even if he wants Tank, I don't think they're gonna let him fight Tank next. You know.
They calling him out, man. It might happen.
I mean, I hope so too. I hope so too, and I hope with these young guys that they're thinking about it as from like a fighter perspective and not like a business perspective where it's about the money. And I hope they go into these negotiations like, yo, like fuck who's the A side or the B side. Like I want to just feel me fight to see who's the better fighter. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, cause, and I hope somebody like that's really into with boxing like one day watches this, cause it's like you're gonna make a bunch of money one day regardless, right? In the sport, if you become a superstar, it's safe to say that all these guys are 25 and younger, with the exception of Tank, because Tank is only 26. But these guys are all millionaires, or they're all on their way to becoming multimillionaires by the
Mm-hmm.
time they're 30 or 35. You feel me? With losses or not, they're gonna be multimillionaires.
Right.
So it's like like just fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. You want 10 million and they're giving you five, for example. Fuck it, take the five, and then you still get paid,
Mm-hmm.
and you can really prove who's the better fighter out of the two. And then your next fight, you can ask, you can ask for that real bread and not get shortchanged or whatever because you already took less. But I don't know. That's just the way I be thinking sometimes. That's why a lot of fights don't be getting made. There be a lot of politics, bro. Too much A side, B side, and all this crap and shit. This is why we don't get
Yeah,
great
I agree
fights.
with
Like
you. All that shit need to stop. Right.
yeah, that's why we don't get great fights. Like Crawford and Spence is probably never gonna happen
I love that fight too,
because
man.
they want to talk about fucking A side, B side, 60-40, and And speaking of, let's say things, the welterweight division, that's a good segue. We should get some things set up too. They've been,
Yeah,
putting
right.
on and lighting the fire under boxing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Spence, Garcia, Thurman,
Right.
Porter, Pacquiao, the list goes on. A lot of people tune into 147 fights. So I feel we should do it the same, like at 147 in the welterweight division, who do you
Mm-hmm.
think is the most influential boxer?
Yo, it's like it's even with Crawford and Spence. You feel me? Like I can't even tell you like who to put in front.
Right,
That's why.
right.
I mean, that's why they need to fight. You feel
Nah,
me?
you
So
100%. You
yeah, so I could
100%.
tell
They
you
need to
who's my
fight.
number one.
Yeah, they need
Right,
to fight.
because I mean, it's either way. Like I could put Spence first, or I could put Crawford first. But you feel me? They both they elite fighters. You see what Spence did his last fight with Danny Garcia.
Yeah, he made Danny Garcia look bad, bro. He made
OD,
Danny Garcia look.
OD, man.
Danny Garcia looked so just like amateurish. Like,
It was crazy. It was crazy.
yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, yeah, that fight needs to happen before they both retire or before Crawford retire or whatever happens first. Like, that needs to
Yeah,
fire
but
because
now I
every
mean,
time you
my
talk
son
about the
Spence ain't
welterweight
trying
division,
to let that happen.
every time you talk about the welterweights and every time you talk about boxing, you always talk about Bud and you always talk about Spence. So, like, they need to make it happen. They need to make it happen.
That's a
They need to
fact.
make
And
it
yo,
happen
boy,
too.
he a tricky fighter, man. Since he fighting left and right, you feel me? He just mix it up on
Yeah.
you in that ring, like
Yeah,
yo.
it's funny. It's
It's
funny
like
to
you gotta
me because
adapt.
to me, I got that Bud can beat Spence, but then in my mind, I also got that Spence can beat Bud. Like to me, that's truly a 50-50 fight. Like,
That's a fact.
like
That's a fact.
because like back to the lightweights, how we like I feel like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney's a 50-50 fight.
That's
But
wrong.
but
That's
if I had
wrong.
to like bet on one of them, I would bet on Ryan just because I feel Ryan could probably clip him with the power. But as
Yo,
far as
that's
like,
yo. You seen yo? It's on YouTube. The amateurs fight, man. After
uh,
this, you can go see
bro,
it yourself.
that's amateurs, bro. Like like we can't take
Yeah,
too much
yeah,
stock
yeah. I
into
agree
that.
with you, but they fought. Yeah, I heard they fought 6 times. But I mean, it's 3 fights that I know about. Devin Haney won. You feel me?
All
What
right,
happened
cool.
to the other 3?
But
I
listen,
don't
listen,
know.
listen. But you know what happened? None of them matter until they fight in the professional boxing ring.
I agree with
So
you
none
though.
of
I
those
agree
fights
with you.
matter, bro. Though none of those fights matter, bro. Like Lomachenko is the best amateur ever with 396-1, and don't know I give a shit about his amateur record.
You
Like you
damn
feel me?
right.
You feel me? Like
You damn right. But
and if like in cuz that's a 396-1, bro. Like that's fucking beast, bro.
no,
I
no,
don't care
no.
what
It's a good
nobody
record.
says.
It's a good record.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. And then I was also thinking that we should give a shout out to Tyson Fury and Deontay
Yeah.
Wilder.
Right.
Cause
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
fight right there, I feel was the fight that like sparked it. Cause after that came the welterweights, then came the lightweights. Like everybody tuned in to see these two behemoths of men just fight it out. And Deontay Wilder and Fury 1. I feel like we should give that a big thanks. Like that's, I feel, the fight that really put boxing back on the map, back on its place, and a lot of people.
Now, I think the second fight brought boxing back, man. Because that second fight,
if it wasn't for the first one, there wouldn't be a second one.
You're right, though.
So let's give a shout out to both of them. Let's give a shout out to the Gypsy King and the Bronze Bomber. They both went out there and they did their thing, and hopefully they run it back for the third. I
wish, man. I want to see that.
I would love to see Joshua and Fury, because I think that would be.
I don't even want to see that fight, man. I don't even think that's a good fight. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Yo, again, Fury's the boxer. You feel me? They fear the boxer. You feel me?
Joshua could box too. Joshua could box and he could bang. Joshua fuck around and put him out, cause I'm telling you.
This is my opinion. I don't like Joshua
put the hands on Klitschko.
Say it again?
He put the hands on Klitschko.
Yo, that wasn't even no good fight.
Nah, he put the hands on Klitschko, cuz.
That wasn't no good fight, man. Yo,
both put the hands on Klitschko.
Yo, both of them niggas are slow, man.
Nah, listen. Joshua Fury, that's a good fight, because I think that's another 50-50 fight, honestly. Because
don't get me wrong, a lot of people want to see that. Because I'm not one of them.
I don't see Fury knocking out Joshua, because I see Fury winning the fight by decision or by stopping him, by like Joshua just getting tired and then Fury just overwhelming him. And I see Joshua knocking him out.
Because I don't see Fury sitting that nigga down, man.
Because I don't see Joshua beating Fury by points. You feel what I'm saying? So I see Joshua clipping him with a mean uppercut and a left and just putting him out, bro.
All right, yo, look. Wilder fought Fury, right? That ain't even happened at all. So what makes you think Joshua going to do that?
Wilder clipped him like
that was one time. That was one time. He got back up like Jesus.
He dropped him twice.
Yeah.
He dropped him twice in the first fight.
Yeah, I remember. But my son got back up like Jesus. You feel me?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, after 14 seconds.
Yeah. You feel me? Wilder would have won that first one. You feel me?
After 14.
It is what it is, though. You feel me?
It is what it is, man. It got to go for trilogy, though. But it got to go for trilogy.
Yeah, but I heard Fury ain't trying to fight him. He vacating that belt, man.
Oh, I mean
that's another story, man. Say that for another topic.
Yeah, that'd be tough, man.
Yeah, because that's crazy.
Yeah, man, but keep it brief. We just wanted to say thanks. Thanks to the lightweight division. Thanks to the honorable mention
to the welterweight and to the heavyweight, man. Fury and Wilder, you feel me?
Yeah, man. Let's hope 2021 is a better year and a more prosperous year for boxing. Hopefully,
it's gonna be brilliant, man.
Can leave the other side of the streets differences in the middle of the street. Fuck this A side, B side shit. The way I see it, y'all all gonna get more than enough money, more than enough pay. So like, just get out there and fight for legacy. Get out there and fight for like who's truly the best, and then you could demand like big money, because like the sport is fucked up right now, but it's always gonna be fucked up as far as the business, but it's in a good place as far as the eyes and the views and the energy that everybody's bringing to the table. So I hope 2021 is a good year, man.
I agree with you.
And I hope that motherfuckers get better lawyers and better negotiators, because honestly, that's what it really all boils down to. It's just these guys have bad lawyers and bad negotiators, because you can't go into one fight.
It's not even that, man. It's the promoters.
No.
Don't forget about the promoters, man.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. They're making bad deals with their promoters. Because you can't go into a fight and then your promoter's paying you, let's say, for example, right, $1 million. Then your next fight, you say you want more money because you feel you're worth more or your opponent's worth more. If you sign a contract, for example, like Canelo did, a 10-fight contract with DAZN for like $350 million, right, and Golden Boy. No, he signed a $350 million deal with Golden Boy, and DAZN was the broadcaster for 10 fights. They could not pay him that money, because COVID, quarantine, all this extra shit. So he fucking went to court and he got out of his contract. Because he's like, I don't care what you niggas say. When I fight, I need $35 million up front or I don't lace them up. You feel what I'm saying? boxers should write this into their contract. This is why fights don't happen. This is why you have 60-40s and 50-50s and other sides of the street. Because if a boxer was like, bro, it doesn't matter to me, honestly, who I fight in this entire world, I am going to get X amount of dollars. It doesn't matter if you're ranked 1,001,000,000th in the world, or if you're ranked number one. Like, I'm going to get this pay. All these fights would happen. But that's the problem. These niggas have bad contracts and bad negotiations. People like, oh, I'm a fight for like the world title and I'm only getting paid 400,000. Nah, I need more bread than that.
Mm-hmm.
But you should have negotiated for that when you first signed the deal.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Canelo a smart nigga. You feel me?
Exactly. That's why 2021 he gonna run around all these organizations and he gonna tax that ass. Oh, you want me to fight for your
smart
network?
Nigga even came out with his own promotions. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you want me to fight for your network? It's gonna cost you this much. You want me to fight for your network? It's gonna cost you this much. It's just like a record deal, bro. Like nowadays, would you rather be signed to the machine or would you rather be independent? Now, granted, Def Jam will get you on a cover and they'll put you on a bus and a tour and all this shit. But you got to pay the niggas back eventually. You feel what I'm saying? You do this shit all independent, how we doing it now, ESPN gonna come to us.
That's a fact.
So, like, it's all bad negotiations, bro. So I hope 2021, you know, the people watching this, they reach out to their people that's supposed to be advising them and advise them to get better contracts and better negotiations. So therefore, we can make all these fights happen and we can stop doing this whole people feel they're worth more. Because, like, fuck that. You should get paid a set price if that's what you're worth. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a
you
fact.
Shouldn't. So let's make it happen, man. 2021, bro. We're tuning in. We're tuning out. Like, comment, subscribe. And, you know, we're back for another one.
Peace.